Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube.
Hear ye. Let the record show that this viewer was here first.
Good Lord, Sam. Good Lord, Samurai Sam. Sam coming in with the prime sub, being here first. 18 months in the Goog troop for Samurai Sam. It's a grand entrance. It's a wonderful entrance. No traffic lights, all destinations are circles here in Dubai as we take on the daily challenge. Good Lord. Okay. Happy Mun Tuesday to you indeed, Mr. Sam. Come this way. Blue guys go up that way. This challenge is apparently brutal, which, okay, that makes sense. You're gonna go up that way. All right, I have some things I want to talk about today. There has been, let's just say, drama in the professional wrestling world, which I want to talk at least a little bit about. But first, I have two pieces of business. The first piece of business is, as such, we want to send a very special thank you to... Okay,
It's not the best choice.
There it goes. NG212. NG212 came in and followed off stream. Thank you very much. Or perhaps that was Thursday and I've forgotten. But the point is, NG212 gets a shout out. Thank you very much for the follow. The second thing, which you may have gotten a hint about when I hit that button and nothing happened for a second, there's a new OBS update. And... listen. OBS is open source software. It's wonderful software. It's free software. I have never paid $1 for OBS. I could donate to the project, but they appear to be doing just fine, so I haven't. I have never paid $1 for OBS. I have never seen an advertisement because of OBS. None of that, okay? OBS is a great and wonderful thing. However, this new update is garbage sauce. This new update is bad. They decided to tweak the visual presentation of the program, which had been just, very sleek, it was minimalist, it was basic looking, but goddamn it was smooth and functional. And now it's all modern and buttons. Not a fan. Not a fan. Also, they broke the integration with Stream Deck. Well, the new version does not yet incorporate the Stream Deck plugin, so my Stream Deck transition buttons are broken, which is unfortunate. I'm going to take another bridge because I'm about to use one. First world problems. Content creator problems. There's a new OBS update that isn't good. Or at least, let me rephrase that, because I'm sure it's good. I'm sure there's a reason it exists. On its surface, not happy. There. So the new OBS update is bad, and all right, thank you to Angie212 for following. Those are the pieces of official business. Now, let us get to the wrestling drama. And in order to discuss properly the wrestling drama, which may as well be the title of the episode, we need to establish some basic facts. And this entire episode is going to be one big true fact about professional wrestling. Okay? Okay, here we go. So, CM Punk is a famous professional wrestler. You may have heard of him. If you haven't, that's fine. He's a wrestler. I get it. CM Punk used to be friends with Colt Cabana, right? Colt Cabana has been in AEW for a very long time. CM Punk has been in AEW for about a year now. Recently, Colt Cabana has seen his role in AEW diminished. It has been, let's just say, reduced. Some people have speculated, perhaps even stated as fact, that CM Punk is responsible for Colt Cabana no longer having a big prominent role in AEW. Nobody has officially, no official reporter has absolutely said that this is the case, that CM Punk went to Tony Khan and said, Tony Khan, if you don't fire Colt Cabana, I won't come to All Elite Wrestling. Nobody's saying that CM Punk said that officially on the record, but a lot of people are saying that unofficially, off the record, CM Punk went to Tony Khan and said, Tony Khan, you need to get rid of this Colt Cabana guy. And Tony Khan said, okay, Mr. Punk, I do exactly what you say, Mr. Punk. It's exactly what Tony Khan sounds like in this analogy. Forgotten Donut is here and says, for many years, he and his brother have had an agreement. They're huge fans of CM Punk. Phil Brooks, not so much. Which, listen, it's not possibly, it's entirely possible that that's not a bad opinion. Now then, continuing with the backstory into the drama. So Colt Cabana sees his role in AEW diminished, and, people are not terribly happy with that because people like Colt Cabana. He's generally well respected both in and out of the professional wrestling business. And so, these rumors kind of boil around that, CM Punk is a jerk, CM Punk has forced Colt Cabana out of his job in AEW, isn't CM Punk such a terrible dude, right? Well, about, 4 or 5 months ago, AEW was building to a match with CM Punk versus Hangman Adam Page. That was a Double or Nothing. They did that match. And in the build-up to that match, Hangman Page cut a promo on CM Punk, as one does. And he said that he made a comment that, for someone who is usually such a champion of workers' rights, CM Punk can be a bit of a prick sometimes. And in the moment, people thought, that's a little weird. It's a kind of random comment. I wonder if he's talking about Colt Cabana. It turns out he was talking about Colt Cabana. So CM Punk got mad and apparently almost skipped Double or Nothing or something. I don't remember the details of that. Point is, we're getting ahead of it. We're getting derailed behind ourselves. I'm trying to set the scene here, damn it. So this past weekend was another AEW pay-per-view called All Out. And on this pay-per-view, CM Punk beat Jon Moxley to win the AEW Championship. Good for him. It was a great match. It was in Chicago. Crowd went nuts. It was a lot of fun. And then they did a really cool storyline after the show, which they did a really cool storyline to close the show, which is being done a disservice by all of this drama taking center stage. Instead of, the really cool story they did. The really cool story they did should probably be more of a focus, but oh well. Here's what happened instead. So AEW does this thing where after a show, they have a press conference, and it's usually, about 65%. What about the apology has to be as loud and as public as the disrespect? I don't know. So AEW does this thing after shows where they have a press conference, and it's usually 65% storyline stuff, and occasionally somebody will ask Tony Khan a question about booking, and Tony Khan has to be like, oh right, I'm a professional wrestling promoter, not a guy, not a character in a story. Let's take another motorway and supplement these orange guys, because these orange guys are fucky. Here, you move over here, you move over there, and we're just going to connect you, and that's all going to be peachy. Also, these two blue circles are so screwed. Here, have more dude. Here, have more dude. All of you, have more dude. You go that way, and you come up this way, and you go there, and you're a, oh boy, buddy. Oh, come on. Oh, Buddy Murphy, this is a bad run. Okay, come here. Yep, up, and then over, and then, oh boy. Oh, yeah, the circles are not happy. How do I service this guy, I wonder? I wait until the weekend and hope to get no, I can't wait until the weekend and hope to get a bridge. Okay, well, what if you came, you know what, just do that. Just do that, everything's gonna be fine. So CM Punk wins the AEW title. And he goes into the press conference, and CM Punk very clearly has something he wants to say. Like, he does not get asked a question that sets him off. No, CM Punk is in a pre-set off state. He is before anything happens, Mr. Punk is mad, and he decides he's going to say things. So CM Punk goes into the press conference and he picks on a reporter just so that he can get the reporter to say something that reminds him of Colt Cabana. And then he proceeds to go off on Colt Cabana about, their dissolved friendship and their lawsuit and all of that. And on top of that, he works in a whole bunch of insults to the Young Bucks, who are legitimate executive vice presidents in the fucking company. He works in a whole bunch of insults to Adam Page, who is a top star in the fucking company. And, all of this, incidentally, while Tony Khan, his ostensible boss, is sitting 2 feet away from him making weird faces. So that was weird and fun and kind of crazy. And then it gets messier, because professional wrestlers are nothing if not messy benches who love drama, apparently. So let's run this pink down to here, and we'll incorporate even more pink into this horrible double circle of death. Oh, God. Let's take another bridge, and oh boy, now we've got oranges. Well, we've always had oranges, but now we have orange issues. Here, you go up that way and swing in thus. Thank you. All right, what's dying? These pinks are dying. Why are these pinks dying? Well, it might have something to do with the fact that they're being horrendously underserved. Goog. Okay, let's see here. We could... Actually, can I sneak a roundabout in, like, right here? I can sneak a roundabout in, like, right there. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Now, if we do that, I've got all of the pinks except for these three involved, right? Now, what I can do is... What can I do? I wonder. I can just make this awkward connection right here, and we're gonna pretend that fixes everything instead of actually killing anything. Okay? Okay. Let's say that does that. It doesn't actually do that, but we're gonna say that it does. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of oranges spawning down here, which would be great, except for the fact that the oranges need to go up there. You go that way, you go that way, you are a purple down here, huh? Well, buddy friend guy, that's, interesting. That's a choice you've made. This circle, amazingly, one house cannot sustain a circle. Everything in the entire world is bad. Okay, I think we're just gonna watch this fall apart and talk about wrestling. So CM Punk goes off on Colt Cabana and the Young Bucks and Hangman Page, and it's a whole thing. And then afterward, after the press conference, the Young Bucks and their friend Kenny Omega, who was also insulted because he's one of the executive vice presidents of the company, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega go and have a nice friendly discussion with their old buddy Phil, by which I mean they charge into CM Punk's locker room and there's a brawl. And apparently, in the course of this brawl, by the way, I got 1326, which is somehow in the top 10%, even though it only feels like I was playing for 5 minutes, and I beat Samurai Sam, hit him with the GGs, if you can. Haha. I beat you, Sam. All right, let's bring up the Wordle page and then pretty much ignore Wordle for 5-ish minutes while we talk about wrestling. So CM Punk and his good buddy Ace Steel, who is also like a backstage guy in AEW, are in Punk's locker room. In barge the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. They get into a fight. Nick Jackson gets a black eye. Ace Steel allegedly bites a dude. That probably didn't happen, but apparently Ace Steel's gonna get fired because he did something bad. And now, this whole thing is it's exploding. It's like AEW for the longest time was the place where wrestlers go to just be wrestlers without all of the stupid bullshit drama. Well, guess what, guys? It's stupid bullshit drama season. Oh, God. Being a wrestling fan is just like being a soap opera fan, both in the sense that there's the over-the-top ridiculous storylines and the usually bad but you have to go with it writing, and also the constant backstage drama where you have to read magazines about what the actors are doing in real life in order to keep up with the events of the storylines on the screen, which is not necessarily a good thing, but hey, what do I know? Forgotten Donut asks, is AEW finally WCWing? I mean, probably not. Like, with AEW has more money than WCW did. AEW has more money than WCW ever did. Trevor Dame, incidentally, if you care at all about wrestling and you're not following Trevor Dame, you should follow Trevor Dame on Twitter. Trevor Dame pointed out that this is the kind of thing that a guy like Tony Khan is uniquely positioned to fix, in the sense that he can just throw money at it. He can just pay the Young Bucks and CM Punk and Kenny Omega and Colt Cabana and anyone else whatever amount of money they want to shut up. To shut up and put on a smile and work together and then do a fucking angle out of this. Because, you know, CM Punk versus Kenny Omega was already a big match. Now it's a bigger match. You can put CM Punk and FTR against the Bucks and Omega, assuming, you know, people are fucking professionals and willing to work together to make money instead of just being stupid children about shit. But hey, it's professional wrestling. Everybody's stupid children about shit. Everyone's a stupid child. Child is our first word. There are no words. Well, that's just great. That's great, that thing that just happened. You're kidding. Okay. I got an A and a T. All right. That's something. What do we have here? We've got a Nora. Hi, Nora. I heard you meowing. Let's see here. Hi. There's a girl. There's a kitty cat. Okay. What do we have here? Could be a vast. Actually, it could be a vast. That would be funny. It's not. It could have been. It's a pretty terrible third guess, actually, given that it has a double letter and a V, but, you know, I suppose I eliminated some possibilities. Oh, let's see. It could be trait. No, it can't be trait. There's no R and no I. Good work, Goog. It can't be float. It can't be grout. Hi, Nora. You're very talkative today. Yes, I know. Oh, you want me to open a window for you, but it's raining, and you'll get... No, don't scratch the chair. Do not scratch the... Climb on the... No, Nora. Nora. Hi. Come here. Oh, that was a high-pitched squeak you just made. Yes, it was. All right, Nora, what is the Wordle word? Nora, what's the Wordle word, huh? No? Okay. Well, she's going to perch up there. That's going to be fine. What do we got here? Nope. Bye. She's fine. Just made a very large thud. Okay. It's not Grant. That would be a pretty terrible guess. It's not Pleat. That would also be a fucking terrible guess. What the fuck is the word, y'all? It's not minute. It's not wrist. It's not first. No one is hearing ye. It's not float. It's not patio. It's not banjo. It's not anything that ends in O, actually. It ends in T. I have no idea. It's not splat. It's not chat. That has 4 letters. It's not cheat. It's literally not great. I already entered great as a guess. What the fuck, me? Wow. Okay. Let's try to get a 5-letter word that just incorporates as many unused letters as possible. Such as sniff directly into the microphone. That's a good word. Okay. Help? Somebody give me a hint. If you have any ideas, now is the time. It's not flint. It's definitely not flint. It's not flaunt. That has 6 letters. It's not slant. That has an S and the A in the middle. It's not... It's gotta be... The A's gotta be the second letter, right? Because when I put a vast, it had a black A in the middle. So it's something A, something something T, right? It's yacht. It's not yacht. It couldn't have been. Child was my first guess. Good word. Good work, Goog. It can't be daunt because there's no D. We know that from child. It can't be gaunt because there's no G. But is there anything else? It could be jaunt. We could go off on a nice... What? What? Hold on, how many words? Okay. It can't be daunt because there's no D. We know that. It can't be gaunt because there's no G. We know that. It can't be jaunt because there's no J. We know that. So... Alright, let's do this. Nope, that's a word, but this isn't. Want isn't a word. I'm just looking over the keyboard here. Oant isn't a word. Paunt, like that, not a word. Font, like that, I don't think that's a word. Caunt, not a word. Zaunt, not a word. Zaunt, but with an X, not a word. I'm overlooking something. I'm sure I am. It can't be haunt because there's no H. We know that from 2 places. It can't be that. It's not zaunt. It's not baunt. It's not maunt. What the fuck is it? Go through every... I did! I literally did! Every letter... It's taunt. Fucking double T words! God! I hate these double Wordle letter... The double letter Wordle words are so mean! Double letter Wordle words are so mean. CM Punk is a great wrestler. Phil Brooks is kind of a dick. If everything Phil Brooks said in the press conference is true, then the Young Bucks are kind of dicks. Professional wrestlers are dramatic children. Everybody should just get along so I can like the TV show without worrying about drama. I am the guy. I'm the guy who doesn't love the backstage drama, but most people do, so whatever. All right. That is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. I I will hopefully be back later tonight with more Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, but also today on YouTube there will be more Breath of the Wild. Forgotten Donut says, when one person has issues everywhere they go and claims everyone else is the problem, at some point you gotta look inwards. I mean, that's true. At the same time, Punk's allegation is that the Young Bucks or Kenny Omega or someone like that, probably the Young Bucks, leaked to Dave Meltzer et al. That Punk was the reason Colt Cabana got demoted from AEW. And that's not true. If everything in that sentence is a factual, correct, actual statement, then the Young Bucks are real jerks here, and Punk kinda didn't do anything wrong. Just by, coming in and being a big star. But at the same time, there are 900 layers to every issue, and again, it's hard to believe that Brooks is blameless, but we'll see. Anyway, that's gonna do it. More Zelda today on YouTube, tonight on Twitch. Control starts tomorrow on YouTube, by the way, so look out for that. Until then, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.